It started like any other morning. A soft breeze swept through Salt Lake City, brushing past quiet homes, clean sidewalks, and the hum of life just waking up. But by noon, that calm was shattered. Sirens screamed through the streets. Helicopters buzzed overhead. An entire city, every corner, every resident, felt in their chest something terrible was unfolding. This wasn't just another headline. This was the day Salt Lake held its breath. The first 911 call came in at 11:42 a.m. A woman, panicked and whispering, said there were shots fired near Liberty Park. At first, dispatchers thought it might be fireworks. That's common in early summer. Kids playing, loud cracks echoing between buildings. But then came the second call, and the third, and the fourth, all from different numbers, all with the same message. Someone was shooting. Police responded within minutes. Body cams later revealed officers sprinting through open parkland, warning civilians to take cover. Nearby joggers ducked behind benches. Parents grabbed their children and ran. What had been a normal June day turned into chaos in a matter of seconds. The suspect, later identified as 28-year-old Marcus Delaney, was moving quickly, weaving between trees, firing erratically. He wasn't targeting anyone specifically, it seemed, but his intent was clear: cause fear, cause confusion, and draw attention. He was armed, dangerous, and disturbingly calm. Within 15 minutes, Salt Lake City police had established a perimeter. SWAT was en route. Streets were blocked off. Schools in the nearby radius went into lockdown. From downtown to Sugar House, people stared at their phones, refreshing live feeds, waiting for updates. No one knew how many people had been hurt. No one knew if the shooter was alone. Meanwhile, local news helicopters circled above. Aerial footage showed groups of people huddled behind trees and cars. An entire community holding its collective breath. Inside homes, people whispered. Some prayed. Some cried. Others just stared out their windows, waiting for the next sound to break the silence. By 12:35 p.m., shots rang out again. Officers returned fire near the park's north exit. A tense standoff began. Witnesses later described seeing the suspect pacing, shouting, and then going eerily still, like he was waiting for something. Some believed he wanted to die that day. Others believed he had a message to send. Negotiators arrived. They tried calling out, tried reasoning, tried reaching a man whose mind was already somewhere else. For nearly 40 minutes, the standoff continued, but then it ended as fast as it began. A single sniper shot dropped him to the ground. One bullet, one breath. Silence returned to the city, but it didn't feel peaceful. It felt shaken. 3 people were injured. None died, miraculously. But the emotional toll was heavy. The randomness of it all, the vulnerability. It left scars deeper than any bullet could. The city's heart was still beating, but it beat a little differently after that day. As news stations rolled live footage and officials held press conferences, a bigger question emerged. Why? What pushed Marcus Delaney to the edge? Why Liberty Park? Why a weekday? Why now? His social media was combed through. Posts revealed frustration, paranoia, isolation. He'd recently lost his job, had few connections. And while no manifesto was found, a troubling pattern became clear. One seen too often in shootings across the U.S. A man, feeling unseen, lashes out to be noticed, even if just for a day. Salt Lake City isn't new to hardship. It's faced earthquakes, protests, and tragedy. But this felt different. It didn't come from nature or a storm. It came from inside, from a person born and raised in the same city that now feared him. The following Sunday, hundreds gathered in Liberty Park for a candlelight vigil. No politics, no protests, just people, neighbors, families, strangers, coming together to grieve what could have been so much worse. The mayor spoke. So did a survivor, a woman grazed by a bullet, who refused to let fear define her. I don't want to be remembered as a victim, she said. I want to be remembered as someone who stood back up. The city listened, and slowly it began to heal. But the memory remained. It lingered in whispers between friends, in the way parents looked over their shoulders at the park, in how quickly people dropped to the ground when they heard a loud bang in the distance. Salt Lake changed that day. Not entirely, not forever, but in a way that makes you pause before saying, that could never happen here. Because it did. On a quiet Tuesday in June, under blue skies and soft winds, it happened. And though life moved on, as it always does, no one who lived through it would forget the fear in their chest, the sirens, the silence after, or the way, for one unbearable hour, the whole city just held its breath.